It's important for, I think, women to understand this, right? Women operate very differently from men. And unfortunately, for women, being at the top is a very lonely experience at times. That's why we have to stay very, 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 very close to God. When you have God, you're never lonely. And you don't really need friends, because the truth is, when women are at the top, they can't have friends. They can't afford to have friends. What women at the top need are allies.
So, friendless women are usually powerful women. I want to make this video, especially for the women who don't have any friends and you feel like you're very ambitious, you're very goal-oriented, you're very focused, and for some reason the friendships are not sticking. Do not worry, do not be apprehensive. Most powerful women, or women who are dedicated to getting to the top, friendship may not really be a thing, and you got to make peace with that. You can have associates and stuff like that, but friendships will not really be a thing for you. And I've said this before in passing, but today I want to do a deeper dive on why. Shout out to the content creator. I saw this, one of my mutuals reposted this, and I immediately was like, I need to give women the real deal on this whole concept. Clutch your pearls, ladies. Clutch it, clutch it, clutch it, clutch it, clutch it, clutch it. Clutch it. Gentlemen, get your notes out, because for the women that are around you that are trying to get somewhere, they also need to know this. If a woman there are two people that can destroy a woman that is powerful or in power or on her way there. Two people that powerful women have to look out for. One, a man who cannot have her or feels like he can't have her or amount to her. Or two, a woman who wants to be her. Now, I know the behavioral patterns of women very well, okay? Because I know the behavioral patterns of women, I agree with this young lady 1,000%. 1,000% I agree that a powerful woman cannot have friends. That is not in the cards for you. If you want friends, don't be powerful. That's the only way. If you want girlfriends, don't be powerful. Regress, be a weaker version of yourself, a less version of yourself, and you can have girlfriends. That's the only way. A woman in full powerful embodiment, friendship is not for you. Some people will say, oh, well, what about Beyonce, Kelly, and Michelle? That's rare. That's rare. And then again, we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, so we can't take that as an example. If you don't resonate or align with my teachings, then my content is not for you. Avoid commenting, subscribing, or interacting. Instead, go to a page where you resonate. If you comment something foul, disrespectful, or like something foul or disrespectful, you will be blocked. I will also block you if you comment any contradictory to my message. I don't post for your agreement, so please think about that before you run and comment, I don't agree. Think about that. It doesn't matter. I post what I am led to post. Your agreement or okay was never needed. I don't need your permission. Let's get into it. But one thing I will say about women, because I know women's behavioral patterns, a lot of times when a woman is powerful and women are trying to get under her, it's because they want to know her blueprint so they can steal it. That's their only intention for you. They'll try to hide it. But most women want to align themselves and get near the powerful woman. They want to learn your blueprint. That's really what it is. How does she do it? How did she do it? Let me try to get under her. That is what majority of the powerful women I've seen in the past got exploited by other women. Yes, they did. They lost everything. And I knew from that young age that would never be me. I would never allow a woman to get close to me to destroy what I got going on. That would never happen because I know these rules. I know friendship is not a thing. Associates are. Allies are. Business relations are. Mentors are. Spiritual mothers are. Friendships are not. Powerful women, you cannot really do the friendship thing. Notice how when women get married, they lose friends. When women look better, they lose friends. When women lose weight, they lose friends. When women get better opportunities, they lose friends. Women are not really capable of being able to digest a woman's increase. I can say a woman who is powerful in what she's doing, like she's at the top of her pyramid, women are usually 9 times out of 10 trying to get the blueprint out of you. They're trying to get near you and build a friendship with you. And when they go out and sit with you, you'll notice that the conversation will always be geared towards how you do what you do. They're always going to twist the conversation because they're trying to get your blueprint. Powerful women will usually 9 times out of 10 exploit the powerful woman and sleep with and try to marry the powerful man. The powerful man is safe when it comes to women. You are safe. A powerful man, when it comes to women, you are safe. A lot of them are going to come around you. They're going to perform for you. They're going to make food for you. They're going to try to do everything to get you to marry them. But a powerful woman will not be safe because she will most likely get exploited by that other woman. You can have allies, other women who are also very, very powerful, in your industry, whatever you're doing, schooling, whatever you're doing. You can have them as allies. You can have them as associates, but having them as friends you're just not going to be able to do that because it's just not going to stick. It's just not going to stick. And I love this content creator for giving you guys the nitty gritty honest truth because she was being honest with you guys. And I 100% commend her and I 100% agree. It's the truth. Now, I spoke about this. I'm gonna go deeper into it. Please clutch your pearls, ladies. You guys will hear in a lot of my videos, I always say I don't have friends, or I always say I can't have friends, right? Notice how I always say that. And that's not me speaking negativity over me. That's me understanding, especially through all of my rebirth processes, that's just not in the cards for me. It's just not. I've made peace with that because I am more in love with my journey and where the heights that I want to reach. I'm more in love with that than opening the doors to the risk that will come with female friendship as a woman that plans on getting to tall heights. Okay. Now, I always tell people there are certain things that I say that sounds very extreme, and they don't get it, right? And I loved when I came across this video, one of my mutuals reposted it. I loved when I came past this video because I'm like, finally a woman I thought I was the only one saying that. And a lot of times when I would say that, women would look at me extremely sideways because they're like, Mel, that is a very extreme conclusion. Like, you literally are saying that powerful women who want to get to the top, women who are on their way to this top, friendship will never be in the cards for them. That's a very aggressive, strong statement. And I said, it won't be friendship, it'll be associates, but it won't be friends, because it's just like those things where I said, if a woman is super successful, if a man doesn't have the same success levels as you or more, you're going to get abused. Okay, there's a higher probability that you will get abused. Okay, and this is not me taking jabs at the men. It's just that's what it is. Men cannot have their masculinity tested like that by a woman. They cannot. Biologically, they were never created to be aligned with a woman who is more powerful and more accomplished. They cannot do it. There will be women that will go online and say, oh, it worked out. Yeah, the exceptions don't make the rule. You will get, let me tell you, ma'am, if you don't want your life cut short, you cannot be with a guy who is not at your level or above. It's not going to work. I'm sorry. I will never backpedal on that. The male ego cannot digest a woman having more. They cannot do it. They cannot. They cannot. You cannot fit an elephant into the eye of a needle. A camel cannot fit in the eye of a needle. The needle is too tiny. It's impossible. That's how I feel about women who are at a certain level and the guy is not at their level or above. It's just, it will always end bad because the male ego cannot process a woman who's ahead of him. The woman, it's either they have to be on the same level, which I also don't recommend. The guy, he has to be higher by a long run in every area. Intellectually, emotionally, financially, like he has to be the divine masculine. You have to be able to fall to his feet. Yes. Because he's that ahead, right? And he's Hercules. He's your Hercules. Okay. You got your thing going on as a woman, but he's your Hercules. But another harsh truth, women, I'm sorry. You just can't have it. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work. I'm sorry. I don't think it's possible. That's just me personally. The way that women are set, the internalized competition women have for other women biologically, because women were designed to compete with other women. It's by design, right? Sexual competition is a design. It's by design biologically, because before women were able to provide their own resources, they had to compete to get picked by the man that did have the resources. So the female competition that women lie about, women lie about so many things. I can't even tell you. Women are allergic to reality. Highly allergic. Reality is like raid for women. They cannot. They are so allergic to that. They will scatter even hearing reality makes women scatter. They cannot take it. You have to keep lying to them. That's why I don't do hypergamy content. I'm not going to sit here and lie to women and say, hey, if you wear this dress and wear this perfume and wear these heels and go sit at this bar, you will get that rich man. It's highly unlikely. People who are selling you that are making money off of you. They're hustling the hell out of you. That's why I don't do male-centered content, because I want women to establish themselves. Whether that happens for you, great. Whether it doesn't, your bills are paid and you are situated as a woman. If I wanted to do hypergamy content and sit here and put on a pretty pink blazer and sit here and do, I would make millions. But I'm not going to sell women dreams. I only sell women realities. That's too much of... I don't want to have that type of karma on my soul selling women lies. That's why I don't do hypergamy content, because it's very misleading. It teaches women to do this to get that instead of fix yourself so that could be attracted to you. It puts the power outward instead of inward. That's why I don't do hypergamy content. Although I do believe in hypergamy. So when it comes to women in friendships, if you want to be powerful, you're going to be powerful. You're a woman who's full of power. You're a woman at the top of your chain, the top of your company, the top of your industry. Friends are not a thing. It is something that you have to make peace with, the fact that you're not going to have friends. You will have associates. You will have allies. You will have women who support you and you support them with distance in between. Right? You will have allies in your industry, allies in the business. Oh, you want to make it? I want to make it too. Let's team up for this deal and let's get it done. That's really the closest that you're going to be able to get as far as female bonds, because women simply will not be able to handle. I don't know. If a woman's powerful and the other woman is powerful, the way that women are so hyper competitive that even if it's two powerful women, one of them is going to feel like I need to be better than her. It's always going to turn into that. That's the way I feel. Women compete on every level you can think of. Women lie so much and say, oh, I don't compete. I compete against myself. No, you don't. It's a small percentage of women that are competed against statistics and against systems. Most women are competing against women with looks. They're competing against women with, are you married or you're not married? They're competing with women, do you have kids, do you not have kids? They compete with women. Women will hate you because you got a good relationship with your father. They will hate you because you had a good relationship with your mother. They will hate the way your husband loves you. They will hate the way that you're happy single. The amount of married women that will bully a woman who's happily single and make her seem like something is wrong with her or broken with her, or some women who are single will bully married women. It's like with women, it's a constant state of competitiveness. They lie about it. They say, oh, I don't compete. Yes, you do, all the time, right? But they don't want you to know that. So you can enter the friendship with them and they can start being destructive, right? Women rely on your ignorance so that they can come in and cause some type of chaos, right? There are a lot of chaos. And the reason why, that's one thing that she said in the video that was so powerful. She literally said about the risks that it'll come with. When women fall out with a woman who's powerful, women don't know how to fall out amicably, right? Women don't know how to leave friendships and bonds amicably. Okay, women have to destroy when they're breaking away. Okay, that is the true feminine nature if the woman is not ascended. So when a woman is powerful and you allow a woman to be your friend, female friendships are very intimate. So she's going to know certain parts of your world and certain parts about you that most people will not know. And she knows that. So when the bond ends, she is going to ruin your reputation. It's going to be by default. It's going to be like a reflex. She's going to start. A lot of women, again, they don't have any type of integrity. Okay, you only know a woman's integrity levels when you're no longer cool with her. There are certain things I know about women that I was cool with in the past that would completely destroy them. The photos I have in my phone, the threads, the message threads I have in my phone would cause so much damage, so much destruction to these women if I was that type. And even when they try it with me, I still give them grace. Because I know that I'm here to be an example. And I don't want to get caught up in that type of mess. But a lot of women cannot leave friendships amicably. So when a woman, a powerful woman is in a way like a powerful man, even though they're not going to have the same experiences with people. The powerful woman has currency because of her power and her influence. And women want that. That's why women try to get close. They try to shimmy to next to a powerful woman to make it look like, oh, I want to learn, I want to grow. No, they want your blueprint. And they think I know these things. I got street smarts of Pablo Escobar. I know the behaviors of women. I know it well. They always have in the back of their mind, I want her blueprint. And they will come in the name of friendship, whatever they need. But powerful women have to be like serpents, very fast, very quick, very sharp. Because many women want what you have and they will destroy to get it. So because you already know that, right? Women are not going to destroy the powerful man to get what they want. They're going to sleep with him. They're going to buy books on how to get him to marry her. She's going to be in his penthouse cooking pancakes and eggs and cooking French toast and in a nice silk robe with her silk thong on and her silk bra on, trying to show this man why he should put a ring on her finger. Women worship powerful men, but they want to destroy the powerful woman. That's the reality of it. They are not going to give you the docileness. I don't even know if that's a word. They're not going to be docile with you the way they're going to be with a powerful man. They're going to try to destroy you, exploit you, or replace you. That's the way it works. So I know that I always say friends will never be a thing for me. And I'm not mad about it. I'm good on associates. I prefer that because I don't I think that female friendships, a lot of it takes a lot out of you. Women get attached to other women very quickly. They want to see you every day. They want to come to your house every day. They want to talk every day. It's a lot. It is a lot. At least from my experience, it's highly overwhelming. At least for me, maybe I just can't. Maybe it's just overstimulating for me. I can't deal with it, but it's the reality. It's not really a thing, and I really like the fact that this content creator was bold enough to go online and say, "Hey, this is what it is. If a powerful woman cannot have friends, it's not they shouldn't or it's not a good idea. No, she said they can't." Meaning, I love the fact that she was so bold with it. They cannot have friends. You cannot. It's the same way I say that a woman cannot align herself with a man who has less than her. Whether it's financially, emotionally, mentally, he's going to destroy her. You cannot date down. No, it's never going to work. You have to date up as possible because men have huge egos. Their egos, if you have more than him, you're going to have to dumb yourself down daily, break yourself down daily. You're going to have to be a lesser version of yourself in order for that man to digest you. And who wants to live a life where you have to constantly decrease yourself in order for the guy that you're with to not feel some type of way? That is misery. He might as well put you in a cage. It's terrible. It's like being in captivity. It's not worth it. Right? And some women say, "Oh, well, he's very nice to me. He's not gonna." Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I hope so. Not speaking negative. I hope it doesn't turn into anything bad, but I believe that a woman cannot do it. She will not be able to. It will not work out. And it's the same thing when a woman is trying to get power, increase herself. Friendships are not a thing, ladies. I'm just, hey, you don't have to agree with me. That's completely fine. To each their own. Based on my observations on women and their behavioral patterns, you cannot have friends. You can have a mentor. You can have a spiritual mother, right? You can have allies, alliances. You can have associates. You can have, a woman that, you talk to business here and there and she gives you business advice. You give her business advice. You guys have that type of bond. But the friend thing, I'm sorry, you cannot have that if you are a powerful woman or you're trying to get to the top of the triangle. You can't. It won't be able to work. It's not going to work. There are exceptions. For example, with Beyonce, I really think she only has 2 friends, and that's Kelly and Michelle. That's about it because she can't. She can't. I said women love Beyonce from afar, but you would never be able to be her friend. You wouldn't be able to take her. The beauty, you wouldn't be able to digest that. The talent, you wouldn't be able to digest that. The work ethic, you wouldn't be able to digest that. The praise and admiration she gets, you wouldn't be able to digest that. I know human behavior. I know the behaviors of women. You would not be able to be her friend. You would not. Continue to buy the t-shirts, continue to go to the tours, but friendship, you would not be able to be her friend. You would not. You would not. The same thing goes for Rihanna. The same thing goes for all those women that are at that level. Women would not be able to be friends with them. You won't. You could praise them from afar, but if you were close to them, you would start to feel some type of way. You would start to feel small. You would. I know the behaviors of women. You would not be able to be friends with those women. The only way is you would have to be highly and self-actualized, ascended, and you would have to have similar lifestyles to them, where you don't even have time to clock what they're doing because you're busy all over the world running your company too. You don't really have the time to sit there and compare her life to yours because the same way she's busy, you're busy too, so you don't really have the time. You don't have the time anyways. That's really the only way it will work. It's the only way it will work, right? You have to be willing to weaponize your masculinity as a woman. Masculinity is not bad. Masculine energy is not bad. I don't know why people keep saying that. Masculine energy is the ability to reach a goal. Masculinity is what? Goal-oriented, structurally, orderly, being able to show up on times, precision, logic, rationality. Nothing about that is bad. So with the October spooky season coming around and holiday season, make sure you guys are okay being the villain. Yes, villainhood is a real thing, and that's what this class is going to talk about. We are going to speak on the characteristic traits and approaches you have to take when you are no longer living your life to be accepted and validated by people while accepting their bad behavior. Sometimes being the protector in your book looks like being a villain in another person's book. It's all a psychological mind game. If you don't choose yourself, if you don't choose your happiness, if you are not unapologetically you and winning without feeling apologetic about it, guess what? People are going to view you as a villain. But if you already walk in villainhood, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is going to be a good class, especially in conjunction with weaponizing your masculinity. You have to get comfortable with being viewed as a villain. You need a strong mental mind to accept people villainizing you because you are being and doing your best.